What if like your goal is to lose 20 pounds and your intention behind it is just to feel alive again? Okay, so your intention behind the entire thing is to feel alive again, right? We want to make it more about that internal state of being rather than the ex.
What's going on, my wellness warriors? Welcome back to the MME YouTube channel, where we're here to help you develop a healthy mind and keep your body aligned. My name is Tyler Egan, and I will be your wellness mentor and educator for today's video. And in today's video, first, cheers, we hydrate.
So the rope touches my left heel.
With peppers, onions.
Circadian health. More importantly, we're going to be talking about your circadian rhythm. But in today's video, we're going to do something a little bit different today. Instead of the traditional educational content that we put out there and share with you all, I want to give you guys a little bit of an insight to the MME community. You see, what the MME community offers, what you see on the YouTube channel, times 100. We have so much exclusive content for our members, whether it's on our app with all of the workouts, the breath work, the mobility, the exercises, all the physical fitness side of wellness, or all the exclusive educational content we put out there, whether it be in the form of video content like this, our live workshops, our master classes, or just our live streams where we dive deep into topics in real time together. So today I want to share a clip from one of our live workshops where we talked about crafting your own health-oriented mindset, where we dove deep into setting goals, intentions, cultivating your own why, your own purpose, and then starting to really evaluate our habitual nature. What are the habits we live our life by? What are the ones we need to start to cultivate in our lives? And what are the ones that are maybe starting to hurt us a little bit? So we dive deep into that. And at the end of the workshop, our members had a decision to make. And so do you, for that matter. Do you want to continue to hold on to mental egoic control, or structure your mind around the goals that you have, the purpose you have in your life, and then surrender to the universe and trust that God, Source, has your back, and be a co-creator in your life rather than an innocent bystander to the circumstances that unfold? And so the clip we're going to share is us diving deep into that decision. You know, what does egoic mental control look like? What does it feel like? What's the experience like? And then what does co-creation look like? What's that feel like? What's that experience like? So when we have this understanding, we can now start to grab a hold of the behaviors, the thought patterns, the emotional patterns, the energy patterns that might be hindering us on our pathway to co-creation and surrender, and the habits, the patterns, the behaviors that are encouraging us to be co-creators in our life. So with that all out of the way, that's what you're going to get in today's video. If you take anything from this video, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. We're really close to the number. I think wherever we're at when I make this video, we're a couple subscribers off from hitting 50 subscribers, and according to YouTube, once we hit 50 subscribers, we can do live streams on YouTube. So that's the plan. So if you guys could help us hit 50 subscribers, that would be amazing. And yeah, with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Oh, sorry, one more thing. If after this video, if you feel compelled, if you're intrigued or interested in learning more about the MME community and what we have to offer you on your wellness and healing journey, there will be a link down below where you can schedule a free 15-minute discovery call to learn more about us, how we can help you, and so we can learn more about you. And yeah, or if email is more your speed, we have an email down below. It's info@mindmuscleexperience.com, where you can contact us and schedule the same discovery call. With that out of the way, let's get into the video.
Now we have a decision to make. You have a decision to make, to choose mental control or trust in the universe, aka co-creation. Okay, when people talk about the law of attraction, like if you go scrolling on the internet and stuff like that, when people talk about the law of attraction and stuff like that, they talk about being a creator and stuff like that. This is what they mean. Co-creating with the universe. So our habits, our goals, our whys, like this really set in motion the plan that we have. And now we can start to choose to co-create with the universe as life comes up and things start to change, because things are not always going to go our way. We can choose to co-create, or we can choose mental control and to try to finite in a finite, narrow-minded way, like achieve our goal. So let's kind of break down the difference between these two things. And this is going to be really important, y'all, to make this decision and constantly bring awareness and consciousness back to your mindset around these goals, because the goals give us structure, something to aim at, but it's so easy to get lost in those goals and be so consumed by them that we choose mental control, and then we can only see one way to get to the goal, right? Because we learned all the information, we know all these things now, so like this has to be the way. But like, what if like your goal is to lose 20 pounds, and your intention behind it is just to feel like fulfilled and happy and joyful and feel alive again? Okay, so your intention behind the entire thing is to feel alive again, right? We want to make it more about that internal state of being rather than the external goal, because the external goals are always going to change. But the internal state of being is something that you can be. Okay, so mental control, what do we mean here? This is going to be the doer, the achiever, the fixer. Okay, and we give it these names so that we can start to identify like mental thought patterns or actions or reactions that we do on a day-to-day basis that fit into these categories of the doer, right? It's like, okay, I want to lose weight. What do I do? Okay, I just learned something new. So it turns out that like eating blueberries will help with fat loss. Okay, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I want to achieve this. I want to achieve that. Okay, always moving on to the next thing. So the achiever, the doer, the fixer kind of just sounds like if I just work harder, right? If I just do more cardio, if I just work out a little bit longer, if I burn a little bit more calories, if I cut a little bit more calories, if I eat a little bit more protein, if I just work harder, it's more forceful, manipulative, controlling. Again, when it comes to these three words here, I just wanted to have a broader way of encompassing this for you all. It's not all of these things. Just take whichever one of those that resonates the most with you. Okay, if you feel like you're trying to force outcomes, you're trying to manipulate the situation or control the situation, it feels like the goal has to be achieved yesterday. And this is more mental control. The more our minds can start to change the setting mentally of what we want, the more control they can have. This is going to be more, mental control is going to be more of an external outcome focus. Okay, so you're only focused on the goal itself, right? That's why we talked about all three things: goals, whys, and habits, because it's not just about your goal. Okay, losing 20 pounds is going to help you feel whole and complete inside. It's not even just that. Okay, feeling whole and complete inside will end up leading you to the weight. It's an inside out game, and mental control plays it outside in. It's like, I will be happy. Okay, to come to my next example here, I will be happy when I lose 20 pounds. Okay, that's what it sounds like. I will be happy when this happens. I will feel this blank when blank is achieved. There's always a plan, and this, generally speaking, leads to emotional suppression. And again, that's why we talked about habits that work our inner world just as much as our outer world. Both are important. Okay, that's mental control. Now let's talk about co-creation. This is going to be the observer, our higher selves. Okay, it's going to be adaptability, going with the flow, right? Accepting of what is. Trusting if the plan falls apart, right? Okay, so we came up with a plan to do these exercises, to lose or eat these foods in this fashion, to eat this amount of calories, to eat this much protein, to eat these meals at these times, to lose this amount of weight, and none of it's working. Okay, time to scrap the plan. What's next? Maybe it starts with just noticing how upset you are that it's not working. And then we can move forward. Okay, that is what it means to accept what is. Maybe you're upset because things aren't going your way. Feel the upsetness. Feel the upsetness in your heart that you're not getting what you want, and allow that little child inside of you to be okay with it. Okay, trust that the plan falls apart, because it's going to. How often, kind of come back to my point earlier about your goals and stuff like that that you have achieved in your life. How many of those goals came in a way that exactly the way you wanted it to? Many of you have done this already. Now you need to apply it to your health and fitness, your health and wellness, your healing, your vitality, right? Okay, so co-creation is focusing on the inside first. It's internal state over external outcomes. It's energetic shifts rather than physical actions. And this kind of shit right here, guys, is gonna excuse me, gonna require a tremendous amount of introspection and recognizing that, like, you know what, I'm not where I want to be, and be leveling with yourself. Not letting your mind-based patterns come back in, like, I am this person. Like, no, hold on for a minute. My energetic levels, my internal state is probably lower than I recognize, and that's okay. If shame, guilt, and sadness and despair and all these things still consume you, that's cool. Let's work on that first rather than going hard in the paint on all the external outcomes and the physical actions. That's just as important. This is going to be more about beingness and being present rather than what can I do? What can I be? How can I show up today? Okay? So now you have a decision to make. Which one of these do you choose? Which of these, I forgot the camera is on. Which of these do you choose? And I'm hoping that you're choosing co-creation with me. Okay, now we're just going to kind of quickly recap. So you want to establish with as much detail your goals, whys, and habits to give your mind structure. Okay, so like what this kind of looks like is, okay, I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to do this because I want to feel peace inside. And my habits are, okay, I got to go to the
So the rope touches my left heel.
with peppers, onions,
circadian health. More importantly, we're going to be talking about your circadian rhythm.